Hi, and welcome back to Regaining the Balance. This is Matt. I screwed up my audio last time I tried to do this, so I'm making sure everything is working out okay this time around, and it's not going to be clipping out every 2 seconds like it did last time. So I'm just going to double check to make sure I can hear it right, and we'll get started on this. In the meantime, if you like the videos I do, hit like, share, subscribe, and yeah, it looks like everything is working great. So let us get into it then. And time to share. Here we go. So Emerald Tablet 12, the law of cause and effect and the key of prophecy. Let's get into this. List ye, O man, to the words of my wisdom. List to the voice of Thoth, the Atlantean. Conquered have I the law of time-space. Knowledge have I gained of the future of time. Know that, know I that, know I that man in his movement through space-time shall ever be one with the all. Know ye, O man, that all the future is an open book to him who can read. All effect shall bring forth its causes, as all effects grew from the first cause. Know ye, the future is not fixed or stable, but varies as cause brings forth an effect. Look in the cause thou shalt bring into being, and surely thou shalt see all is effect. So, O man, be sure the effects that ye bring forth are ever causes of more perfect effects. Know ye, the future is never in fixation, but follows man's free will as it moves through the movements of time-space towards the goal where a new time begins. Man can only read the future through the causes that bring the effects. Seek ye within the causation, and surely ye shall find the effects. List ye, O man, while I speak of the future, speak of the effect that follows the cause. Know ye that man in his journey lightward is ever seeking escape from the night that surrounds him, like the shadows that surround the stars in the sky and the stars in the sky space. He, too, shall shine from the shadows of night. Ever his destiny shall lead him onward until he is one with the light. Aye, through this way lies amidst the shadows. Ever before him glows the great light. Dark though the way, but yet shall he conquer the shadows that flow around him like night. Far in the future I see as man as light-born, free from the darkness that fetters the soul, living in light without the bounds of darkness to cover the light that is light of their soul. Know ye, O man, before ye attain this, that many the dark shadows shall fall on your light, striving to quench the shadows of darkness, the light of the soul that strives to be free. Great is the struggle between light and darkness, age-old and yet ever new. Yet known in a time far in the future, light shall be all, and darkness shall fall. List ye, O man, to my words of wisdom. Prepare, and ye shall not bind your light. Man has risen and man has fallen, as ever new waves of consciousness flow from the great abyss below us towards the sun of their goal. Ye, my children, have risen from the state that was little above the beast. Until now, of all men ye are the greatest. Yet before thee were others greater than thee. Yet tell I thee, as before thee others have fallen, so also shall ye come to an end. And upon the land where ye dwell now, barbarians shall dwell, and in turn rise to light. Forgotten shall be the ancient wisdom, yet ever shall live through hidden from men. Aye, in the land thou callest Kem, races shall rise and races shall fall. Forgotten shalt thou be of the children of men. Yet yet thou shalt have moved to a star space beyond this, leaving behind this space where thou hast dwelt. The soul of man moves ever onward, bound not by any one star, but ever moving to the great goal before him, where he is dissolved in the light of the all. Know ye that ye shall ever go onward, moved by the law of cause and effect, until in the end both become one. Aye, man, after ye have gone, others shall move in the places ye lived. Knowledge and wisdom shall be all forgotten, and only a memory of gods shall survive. As I to thee am a god by my knowledge, so ye too shall be gods of the future because of your knowledge far above theirs. Yet know ye that all through the ages man shall have access to law when he will. Ages to come Ages to come shall see revival of wisdom to those who shall inherit thy place on this star. They shall, in turn, come into wisdom and learn to banish the darkness by light. Yet greatly must they strive through the ages to bring unto themselves the freedom of light. Then shall there come unto man the great warfare that shall take the earth, tremble and shake in its course. Aye, then shall the dark brothers open the warfare between light and the night. When man again shall conquer the ocean and fly in the air on wings like the birds, when he has learned to harness the lightning, then shall the time of warfare begin. Great shall the battle be betwixt the forces, great the warfare of darkness and light. Nation shall rise against nation, using the dark forces to shatter the earth. Weapons of force shall wipe out the earthman until half the races of men shall be gone. Then shall come forth the sons of the morning and give their edict to the children of men, saying, quote, O men, cease from striving against thy brother. Only thus can ye come to the light. Cease from thy unbelief, O my brother, and follow the path, and know ye are right. Unquote. Then shall men cease from their striving, brother against brother, father against son. Then shall the ancient home of my people rise from its place, neath the dark ocean waves. Then shall the age of light be unfolded with all men seeking the light of the goal. Then shall the brothers of light rule the people. Banished shall be the darkness of night. Aye, the children of men shall progress onward and upward to the great goal. Children of light shall they become. Flame of the flame shall their souls ever be. Knowledge and wisdom shall be man's in the great age, for he shall approach the eternal flame. The source of all wisdom, the place of beginning, that is yet one with the end of all things. Aye, in a time that is yet unborn, all shall be one, and one shall be all. Man, a perfect flame of this cosmos, shall move forward to a place in the stars. I shall move even. Yes, I shall move even from out of this space-time into another beyond the stars. Sorry. Long have ye listened to me, O my children, long have ye listened to the wisdom of Thoth. Now I depart from ye into darkness, now I go to the halls of Amenti, there to dwell in the future, when light shall become again to man. Yet know ye, my spirit shall ever be with thee, guiding thy feet in the pathway of light. Guard ye the secrets I leave with thee, and surely my spirit will guard thee through life. Keep thine eyes ever on the pathway to wisdom. Keep the light as thy goal evermore. Fetter not thy soul in bondage of darkness. Let it free, let it wing in its flight to the stars. Now I depart thee to dwell in Amenti. Be thou my children in this life and the next. This time will come when ye too shall be deathless, living from age to age, a light among men. Guard ye the entrance to the halls of Amenti. Guard ye the secrets I have hidden among ye. Let not the wisdom be cast to barbarians. Secret shall thou keep it for those who seek light. Now depart I, receiving thou my blessing, and take thou my way, and follow the light. There we go. Good old tablet 12 here. And I think there's a lot to take away from this particular tablet. I think the biggest part is these two paragraphs here. So I'll come back to and just do a quick reread because I think they're important. But from ages to come shall we see revival of wisdom to those who shall inherit thy place on this star. They shall in turn come into wisdom and learn to banish the darkness by light. Yet greatly they must strive through the ages to bring unto themselves the freedom of light. Then shall there come unto man the great warfare that shall make the earth tremble and shake in its course. Aye, then the dark brothers open the warfare between the light and the night. And this dark brothers here, I mean, it's not like we haven't had seemingly ceaseless war forever. But this past century, and the one that we're in currently, just getting started on, or at least we've gotten a decent start on this next century, it hasn't been great. And there's been a hell of a lot of wars. And And then we get to this next part here. When man again shall conquer the ocean and fly in the air on wings like birds, when he shall have learned to harness the lightning, i.e., electricity, then shall the time of warfare begin. Great shall the battle be betwixt the forces, great the warfare of darkness and light, and nation shall rise against nation, using the dark forces to shatter the earth. Weapons of force shall wipe out earth man until half the races of men shall be gone. I mean, we're definitely flying around in airplanes. We're down in the submarines. I don't think we've conquered the ocean, so to speak, but we've definitely conquered the sky, and we certainly use electricity. But this is all. I think this is interesting because if this really is from a tablet, which who knows? Like I don't know, right? This is supposedly written and translated from a tablet, and then actually for the first time published in the 20th century. So who knows? But there are definitely similar things here when we take a look at the Egyptian proverbs. I did a video on that. If you guys look through the Egyptian proverbs, there's a lot of the same type of ideas and spiritual things, and who knows, maybe this is legit. But wouldn't that be interesting if it was, and they're talking about harnessing lightning? And we have a lot of people who talk about magic. We talk about, there's a lot of people out there who talk about technology in antiquity, things like that. And this earth certainly does go through major cycles of destruction and rebirth, whether it's the whole planet at once, which in my opinion doesn't only happens for in between long periods of time, but there's lots of other mini turnovers that happen every couple of 100 years. It gets cold, it gets warm, things freeze, it gets hot again. We have all kinds of weird gaseous, nauseous stuff that comes out that is reported over and over again throughout history, which in my opinion might be methane. But it's this is an interesting prophecy, so just by itself. But even then, it's this thing with this here, the law of cause and effect. Aside from the prophecy part of it, the cause and effect part is also very interesting because it definitely gets into, I don't know, the psychology, I guess you could say, of spirituality in some ways through this book at least. Talking about understanding your lightward journey, so to speak, and taking, and sort of going against living without the bounds of darkness, those kinds of ideas. And I think that's just another idea of just that the human condition of our two sides of ourselves that we constantly battle with, whether we want to admit it or not. I think that's very interesting. And there's also one other thing I'll say about this before I stop, and that's this ever be one with the all type of thing. And one of the things that was interesting is that in the reincarnation video I did, and out of the lecture that gentleman did that I was quoting from, but Oregon himself, I forget which apostle he's quoting, but he believes that in the end we, all will be with the all at the same time. So here we have another of the same idea here being repeated over and over again. So, it's just something to think about. You guys can make up your own mind on this, and it is what it is. So I appreciate you guys joining me today, and I'm going to be coming back to do the rest of these since the sound seems to be working out okay. So thank you very much, and I will see you guys in the next video.